Hello. Hey there. Okay. Hello there, You Revealed Live family. This is Tracey Knight, your self-mastery coach. I hope all is well. This is an amazing Tuesday here in 2018, January 16th, 2018. And I just want to welcome you to the show this morning. Get your day off on the right foot. And today I want to talk all about you. Today is all about Team You. Before I jump in, I want to remind you to like us, tag us, and share us with all of your friends. And to remind you that we are now on a new channel. You know, we're broadcasting out of our fan page now, which is I Am Tracey Knight. And we also are here at a different time. So we're here 7:30 to 9:30, sometime between there, for about 15 minutes to get your day off on the right foot. So good morning, Jen. Thanks for joining in. And I'm ready to get started with today's topic, which is all about you. In fact, the question for today is, do you know how to build Team You? Right. So what do I mean by Team You? So first of all, for You Revealed Live, we've probably done close to 300 segments. And I've been sharing with you, this journey that I've been taking around self-mastery and how I have sounded the alarm for myself around self-mastery, with sounding the alarm being awareness, self-awareness, self-love, self-responsibility, and self-management. But I don't know if you've thought about how to build your own team so that you too can achieve the success that you want to be, do, and have exactly what it is that you want for your life. It is absolutely imperative, because 2018 is a year of action. It's a power year. And it's a year for us to no longer be sitting in a place of contemplation where we're thinking about stuff. No longer sitting in the place where we are hiding. No longer sitting in the place where we are blaming others and waiting on them to do something different, or waiting for somebody else to do that which we will not do for ourselves. It's no longer a time for us to be afraid, to allow the fear to keep us from really getting into action. Hey, Kurt. Hey, Landy. Good to see you guys this morning. So today we are talking about building Team You. And I want to tell you a little bit about my journey, and then I want to talk to you about the value of building Team You and how you can go about doing that. Because this is all about action. This year, 2018, is all about getting into action. And it's a simple process. The only thing that stands in the way is you. Okay, several years ago, I'm going to give you the short version of this. Several years ago, I was waking up every morning crying. And I could not figure out why I didn't feel happy. I was grateful for all of the abundance that had showed itself in my life. I mean, I was married. My husband was a very attractive man. Hey, Janice. Was very attractive, very successful. He was nice to me. He loves me, etc., etc. But we had all the trappings of success, the material possessions, right? And I had done everything that people told me that you're supposed to do in order to be happy. I did the checklist. I don't know if you all know what I'm talking about, but you've heard where people say, if you get out of high school, you go to college, you get a degree, you get a career, you find a mate, you get the career, and you both are working, you get married, good morning, Shanice. Good morning, Tanya. You do all of the things that people tell you that you're supposed to do to be happy. So you start doing the checkoff list. I'm saying did that. Okay. And when I complete this list, I'm going to be happy. And so I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I've done all these things. Why am I waking up unhappy? And this story is actually on my website at IamTraceyKnight.com. And so I remember so clearly going to church that morning. And after church, somehow I landed in this wellness center. center where they were having like a wellness fair or whatever. And I had prayed to God that morning. I was like, God, if this is all that there is for me, if this is all that there is in life, then I will try to make the most of it. But if there is something more, because something doesn't feel right inside of me, like I don't feel completely fulfilled here, in this place. If there is something more, then please reveal that to me. So as I said, I went to church. After church, I landed in this wellness center, and that's where I met Milani Shani. And so I remember going in and talking with her, and I was like, well, what do you do? Because, at that time, I was straight corporate and, still had a lot of my defenses up. And so she was like, I'm a life coach. And so I said, well, what is that? I had no idea what that really was. And so she began to explain that it was someone that really served as a support system and an accountability partner as you move through achieving, being, doing, and having exactly what it is that you want. But for her, she was definitely that person that was not just doing the typical life coach piece, which is how I am. I don't do just typical life coaching. This is not just about you coming in with some goals and we start ticking off the list, because that's how we got here from the get-go. She explained to me that she was going to, which is what I use now, she was going to help me reveal myself to myself, because we needed to get to the undergirding, the root cause of the discontent in my life. And, so I was like, okay, well, put it like this. I had done everything that I knew how to do. I had done everything that I knew how to do. And the reality is I didn't know where else to go. And as I said to you, I have written on my mirror this quote, which is, the pathway to making my intention a reality may differ from my expectation, but if I follow spirit, it will exceed my wildest dreams. And basically what that means is that when you pray to God, when you pray to your higher power for help, you pray and you say, please help me. That your intention is to grow, is to do something different. But what it is that to achieve that, it may look different than what you think. You may think it's going to show up in one way, but it shows up in a different way. In this case, it showed up as Milani Shani in all her glory. And so I agreed to go the coaching, but I truly had my defenses up, as Shanice just said. And I was all about, because Milani is very earthy, as you have seen on my show. And I was like, look here, I am not going to be wearing no dashikis, and I'm not going to go natural with my hair. I like how I look, because I was straight corporate at that time, hair down to here, perm, all of that. And I was like, I don't want you in here trying to change me. And so she started laughing. She was like, well, what makes you think that just because you reveal your authentic self, that you have to be natural, or that you have to start wearing a dashiki? So we kind of laughed about that. That has become a mainstay story between us. So anyway, I started on this journey, and what I realized is I had no idea who I really was. I had really immersed myself in the pollutants that I tell you guys about all the time. I was guiding my life by, I am how I look, I am what I have, I am what I do, I am what other people think of me, I am what I achieve and accomplish. I'm separate and apart from everybody else, which is the competition. And I'm separate and apart from my higher power, because I believed in God, but I didn't trust God. And so that's why you hear me talk so much about Papa, who is my own little name for God. And you hear me talk so much about it, because what I realized is that I was trying to make my life happen on my own. And that is what was causing all the angst. And that was what was causing all the fear in my life, because I knew that I was not fully equipped to be able to bring to manifestation like everything that I wanted to be, do, and have. I also knew that, I just wasn't fully equipped to do it. I was so I was so focused on chasing what other people told me I should do. And so it was really through life coaching that I've been able to transform my life. Now, it may or may not be for you, but I wanted to do this segment because so many people are looking for help. They're looking for support. And what I'm trying to say to you is that support, first of all, the way you may expect it may show up differently. So you got to be open to what the universe brings you. And you have to be willing to invest in yourself. No man is an island. We actually, and in fact, all of our abundance, and this is what I'm learning now, is that all of our abundance of health, abundance of love, abundance of prosperity, of money, of career, everything is coming through people. It's all coming through people. And it's not as if the people determine our wealth, because it's only our higher power, the source of all, that determines it. But the mechanism, the vehicle comes through people. So when we don't have relationships, we don't have a relationship with ourselves, which I did not have at that time. I didn't have that 10 years ago, you know? And when you don't have solid relationships with other people, it's very difficult for us to really to live the life that we want to live and to have the things that we want to have, because our higher power is showing up as other people. They're showing up. Those are the teachers for us. That's the mechanism, that's the vehicle that is being delivered by. So when we do what has become natural, what is actually being taught to us, which is to be siloed and to be isolated, because I am a master at siloing myself. You know, when I choose to work from home, which I do often, I can go into the office, but I choose to work from home often. I can silo myself while I'm over here in Traceyville, and I am the mayor, the law enforcement, the judge, the jury, everything that's coming through Traceyville seems right. But it's not until you get out in the world and you actually begin to interact and to connect with other people, you begin to see that, first of all, you may have some chaos going on in your life. You may have some toxic stinking thinking going on in your life. You may think that you're on the right path, but things aren't manifesting. They aren't producing. They aren't coming to bear the way that you want. And it's because you are the only thinker in your mind. You're the mayor. And it's not that you're looking for other people to tell you what to do, but our higher power does show up and give us diversity and give us other ways of viewing things so that we can mold and shape and grow and evolve into the person who we are divinely ordered to be. So what coaching has done for me is to transform my life. And in fact, when I get off this recording, I'm going to my life coach session with Milani, because even though I've done this work, I continue to do this work, I still look for support. I still need support as I grow and evolve and escalate in my purpose, in the things that I want to accomplish for my life in every area. I still need surround myself with my empowerment team, with Team Tracey. I built that, and it's not just Milani. I have a whole host of mentors, coaches, trainers, people that I look to for counsel. I've built a whole network. Jennifer is a part of my circle of people who are confidants, and I know that I can rely on them to tell me the truth. So you have to build Team You around you, because this is where your blessings come from. So let me talk briefly about coaching. I want to talk about what you get from coaching. Not just coaching from me. I may or may not be the right coach for you. I think that you have to feel into and connect with a person. Everybody can't deal with Milani. She knows I love her. Everybody cannot deal with Milani because she is ferocious, and not in a bad way, in a good way. And everybody can't take that type. It's like Dooley, my boot camp instructor, which Dooley is on Team Tracey. My boot camp instructor from Effect, he is ferocious, you know, but the reason I get ferocious is because I'm ferocious, you know, and so I have a little bit of a different style, but that's what I needed to move me. And so you really have to feel into the person and who you are connecting with. So what you're going to get, first of all, I want to talk about sounding the alarm. You first got to become aware that there is something that you want more in your life, that you're ready. You want something more. There's a desire there. Okay, right? So that's the awareness piece. You know that things are not quite as they need to be, either in your health, in your relationships, that might be love or family or whatever, or work relationships. If you're constantly getting into conflict at work, you might need to do some work around relationships, because you're the only common variable in all those situations. That's not to say you're bad or you're wrong. It's not about that. It's time to grow, to evolve. Okay. So if you're looking for change in your career, if you're looking to feel more powerful, more confident, maybe you like where you are, but you don't always feel confident enough to achieve what it is you want or to do what you want. Or maybe other people have always guided, people pleasing has always been that thing for you. So you recognize that it's time to grow. So that's the awareness. Then you got to love yourself. Loving yourself is really about accepting that I am good enough, but I don't have everything that I need in order to grow. So I'm willing to love myself through this. I'm willing to seek out something else. And at the same time, it's sort of like, it's like having faith in something bigger than you, and knowing that you're a part of that, and that's good enough. But what you're ready to do is to expand yourself. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're ready to expand yourself. Then you got to go to make a decision. Okay, I'm ready to go. You make a decision. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get training. I'm going to get a coach. I'm going to do some things differently. And if you look back at 2017, what did you do? How did you invest in yourself? And the thing is, people are always talking about they don't have the money. That's BS. Because we make time and we make money for the things that are important to us. Try not buying that extra cup of coffee every week, and invest it in you. Try, not getting your nails done. Like right now, I'm not getting my nails done because I'm investing more of my money in my business. And so it's okay. It's a season. It's not forever. But what I realize is, going back to the love piece, is that investing in myself is a way of practicing self-love. It is self-love to say that we'll buy gifts and stuff for other people, but we won't even do stuff for ourselves. And so that is a sure indication that it's time for us to reverse that. So the management piece is actually to get into action. So that is, first of all, I believe that getting into action means that you have to visualize what it is that you want in the way of, let's say, a coach. What is it that you feel like you need? And so then you ask your higher power to bring that to you. See yourself interacting with that person. And if you feel like money is going to be a problem, don't let that be the barrier. Don't let money be the barrier. You don't ever know. You might be able to barter. You might be able to catch a sale. That person might be willing to work with you on a payment plan. There's so many different ways. I have often let the money, because I wanted to be able to just show up, which is just ego, like show up and be like, bam, cash, like I got this. And then that might keep you. The time to grow is now, right now, act right now. And because see, yours is not the how, yours is the what. So when you ask your higher power to bring it to you, just be open and let spirit work out the how. So the how might be the person says, oh, I got a sale running. You didn't even know it because you had not asked. You have not because you asked not. So you want to open yourself up. Now, here's what you're going to get from coaching. Okay, a good coach. I can tell you what you're going to get from. Let me tell you what you're going to get from me, because I can't speak for everybody, because there are a lot of people out here that are doing coaching, but I'm a firm believer that unless you have done the work and continue to do the work on yourself, you got to be careful, because there are so many people who are even therapists and counselors, and they come to us, Milani, me, and other people that I know for therapy, and as they should, because you can't work in that kind of environment and do the work on yourself. If you got a person who's not in counseling and coaching themselves, and I'm really saying coaching themselves, because a coaching is very different than therapy. Okay, If you're not growing, you're dying. Let me put it like that. If you're not growing, you're dying. It's just that simple. So what you would get from me is this. Catch this. One, you're going to get clarity. We are going to get very clear about who you are authentically. That is the undergirding of everything. Living authentically, driven by purpose. That's what you're going to get from me. You're going to have a very clear visual on who you are and what are all those layers that you're holding on to that have forced you into decisions that are not serving you. And we also will identify the areas where you are afraid, where you are afraid and what's causing that fear. Now, here's the thing. We won't ever completely eliminate fear, but you will develop the courage. You will develop the courage to keep moving through, and that fear will begin to shrink like this. Fear is kind of a natural part of the human condition, and it actually serves a purpose for us, but we don't want that to rule our life. So as we get clear about who we are authentically and what our purpose is in this world, then we will have healthier relationships. We're going to be the right size that we want to be. All that is going to come into alignment. And the fear of being that authentic person will begin to diminish. You're also going to get an accountability partner. But let me tell you this about me. I'm about no nonsense. We are ready to grow. It's time for us to be in action because I'm about changing the world. If you about changing the world, I'm the right chick for you. Okay? I'm about you show up as whatever it is that you do, and your contribution is going to help change the world. That's what I'm about. I'm about doing the work consistently. Now, let me tell you, there are sometimes that it's going to be painful. I'm not going to pretend like it's not going to be painful at times, because it is, because you're peeling off layers, but it hurts anyway. It hurts for you to carry that load. The pain is throbbing and numbing you out underneath. So I would rather bring it up in a safe space and let it go than to keep holding on to it. So that's the other thing, is I can commit to you that you will have a safe place for you to reveal yourself, and a confidant, somebody who is, which brings me to number 3. We said clarity, accountability, and unbiased partner, like an unbiased input. And what I mean by that is, when I'm with you, I'm with you. I am being objective about the situation. I'm not partial to you or to your man or your boo or I'm not partial to that. I'm partial to spirit coming through me, being a vessel, and I'm going to speak whatever spirit tells me. And then it's your responsibility to take it in and to discern what feels right for you. You use what works and leave the rest. Sometimes you're not ready for all of it, but it's still planting a seed that you'll come back to later on. So you will get an unbiased contribution to your decision making. I don't make decisions for you. You make the decisions in your life, because I'm all about empowering you to be self-reliant, self-sufficient. That's how all of us need to be. We don't need to be dependent on the doctor. Your doctor is your consultant. That's a part of building Team You. Your fitness coach is your consultant. They're all about Team You. But you don't just take everything and only do what the person says. You got to feel into what feels right for you. Okay? The next thing you're going to get is you're going to get an opportunity to really focus on you. You know, how often do we really focus on ourselves? Like, have downtime. Like, you're not focused on kids. You're not focused on your mate. You're not focused on the boss, or focused on the work, or focused on, you get a chance to really carve out time to really be with Team You. That's love. That's love, baby. That is love. And as a part of that, you're going to be challenged, you're going to be stretching, and you're going to be growing. But you will do that in a loving, safe space. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. And we're going to become powerful. That's what we're going to do. And then finally, as I said before, you're going to conquer and transform yourself. It's amazing to me. Sometimes I halfway don't even recognize myself, not just physically. I will never forget when I did the big chop on my hair. And I'm like, sometimes I just am like, who are you? Like, who are you? You know, like, really? Like, this is what you do now? Because it's so different than how I used to be 10 years ago when I thought I was big, but I really was small. And what I mean by that is emotionally, I was small. My identity was small. Even though I was working on a national platform, I had my work featured on the Oprah Winfrey Show. I'm meeting with U.S. Secretaries of Ed, but I was small, even though I was doing big work. And so, because I couldn't show up really as me, but I knew that power, that force, that authentic me was right there inside of me. But I had overshadowed her with all the stuff that other people told me that I should be, do, and have. Now I know intuitively what I think is right for me. And that is guided by my higher power. So this is the work that I had to do. You will have your own journey. This is the benefits of coaching, is that you become your best self. That's it. You will cast out and cast away the smaller, fragmented pieces of yourself to be replaced with the best version of you. That's what you get. And that's what you get for the investment. And I'm not talking about money. Money is a part of it, but it's really, money is just the end result. I'm talking about the effort, the time, the energy, the commitment, the consistency, the love that you give yourself. There is a benefit. There's a blessing on the other side of that. The blessing also includes a sense of direction. It includes a sense of fulfillment in your life. I am 100% on purpose. I go into some rooms. I did a training for jail last week, and they were like, you were awesome. I was like, I am so on purpose. They said it was like no one else was in the room, because I promise you, it was just spirit. I showed up. I had on my mask. I was like, we revealing ourselves today. This is what we do. I mean, I'm having fun with it. And that's what I want you to have. When whatever it is that you decide you want to do for your life, I want you to be able to have fun with it. But part of the way that you have fun with whatever you do, the adventures that you take, is you got to let go of these other pieces. And all I can say is that I can assist you with that. So, and if I'm not the right person, that's okay too. Keep showing up for You Revealed Live and find yourself somebody else. You know, it's okay, because I know that my higher power has put me out here to work with a group, millions of people, millions. And the other thing I should let you know is that a part of I Am Tracey Knight is that we have an entire network. You don't just get me. I have an entire network of practitioners and experts in all of those areas I talked about: money and finance and career and love and relationships. Just whatever it is, health, fitness, nutrition, I have all that. And what we are building is an entire platform where you will be able to go in and select and literally build your team. I need this type of person. I need that type of person. It's in process right now. It's called My Empowerment Network, not as in my, as in your empowerment network. But you will be building your own team. So we hope that you'll stay with us, stick with us, give us your feedback. What is it that you feel like you need? We are the go-to place for elevating, escalating, and empowering you to be your best self. That's it. That's it for today. So I just want to say thank you. I love you. I'm hoping that you have that you create an amazing day for yourself. Take one more step today towards transforming your life. Do something that transforms your life. I'll be back again with you tomorrow. I want to remind you, like us, tag us, and share us with all your friends. I want to remind you to go and register for the You Revealed, the experience, the conference, June 9th, how to get your career and your money to chase you. Jen is posting the link in this show so that you can go there. And if you're interested in Hey, Deidre, if you're also interested in the Vision Quest parties, you can DM us or you can email us at info@iamtracyknight.com and we can get a party set up. All you need is 25 of your friends. It can be more, 25 or more of your friends, a venue, a time, a date, and we coming to you. That's it. That's it. And if you host it, we will incentivize you. We got some great incentives to support and serve you for just being a part of the team. You will be joining the team. So I love that. So, okay, that's it. I'll be back with you again tomorrow. I got to get to my coaching session because I do not want Milani riding my tail about being late. So I'll be back again. Peace.